Having intentionally slow mornings has definitely helped ease me into a surprisingly more productive work schedule. I'm working from home, and this season it's either raining or very hot, but by making small changes and trying to stick to doing them every day, I found that while there are still moments of stress and sadly deadlines do still exist, I feel better able in my approach to them. I started setting up a small studio next to my office. I'm working on some spec product shoots, which if you've been following me for any time, you've been seeing me set up for this. This one is for a brand of non-alcoholic drinks I like called Aplos. They're very earthy and minimal, so in trying to figure out what will work in a shoot, I basically pulled out everything I have. Rest assured, my backdrop won't always be a curtain, nor will the surface be matte black. As far as everything else, I'm really loving how the color palette is coming together. In these early shoots, one of the big challenges is figuring out how to connect with the brand's aesthetic without adding every idea I have.
All right, you know what they don't tell you about being in a relationship when you're older? Like if you've been like two single people and then you come together when you have already been adults, is that you have a ton of shit. There ain't enough room in anybody's house to accommodate that. And you know, you're supposed to blend. We've been avoiding the blend, I think, because we just have stuff in this house. Whew. You would not think that I have already been to work out today, but I have. So maybe you would think that because I am exhausted. Literally, my eyes right now are feeling bloodshot. I feel very tired. I'm having a painter come in to give me an estimate today because, y'all, I just need that room done. Like, I can do it, and I might have to, depending on what the quote is, but I don't want to. And I need it done like ASAP because shit is coming. Shit is arriving, and I just don't have time because I got work. I gotta catch up on Corey here. I missed like 3 vlogs. I just ended up being a little bit busier this week than I anticipated. Not complaining about that. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm starting to feel more myself than I have in like a week or so. So I've been taking like Ritual multivitamins for years. And then I started taking AG1 a couple months ago because I was like, that's packed with shit. I'm doing a lot more working out. Maybe I need like something else. And then I started drinking Clever Blends, which I'm still drinking today. That also has a lot of like mushroom extracts and adaptogens, and so does the AG1, and like so does the Ritual multivitamins. And I was just starting to feel like not good. It's having some, uncomfortable side effects, stomach aches, bloating. I'll just leave it at that. So I've kind of stopped all 3 of them. And I think, unfortunately, AG might be the one that's gonna, because I think that's the one that's causing the problems. But I looked it up and it is a side effect. Like, they do list some side effects. That is, I'm experiencing some of those, but I've been taking it for a few months. So I'm surprised to be just like getting hit with the side effects right now. But y'all, it's about time for another 12-week year because I feel like I need to get back on board with some of my routines that have fallen off, some of the like healthy eating we were doing, just being more mindful about things. And, maybe when I'm doing that, I'll maybe I'll pick it back up. I gotta see I'm just trying to live a healthier life, and not just like paper healthy, but like I want to feel better. And so I haven't been taking the AG for a few days, and I feel better. So we'll see what that's about. Obviously I got a lot to say today, and but I also have some actual work, so I'm just going to go ahead and get through it, and cross your fingers for me that this painter comes through, because I need him to come through for me so I can get this office situated.
I have had the weirdest morning. Like, the coffee shop was fine. There was like something weird while I was there, and then something weird on the way to get my hair done, and then I've been working since then. Lord. Just had my physical therapy appointment, which I had the first one about 2 weeks ago, maybe, working on my hip and hip flexors, and it's been really great. Today she did some dry needling, which I've had done before, and didn't really have an impact, but I had it done on my shins, I think. And that might have been like a decade ago. This was a totally different experience. I had 4 needles put in, and I didn't feel any of it. I felt once she turned on the machine, and it's like an electromagnetic like pulse. So I'm really curious to see what that does, if anything, but I still have the exercises and a new little band because mine were a little too mini. But I'm super excited. Hopefully this means I'll get back to running. Josh found Brian Lagerstrom's channel last week and has been obsessed with making his version of Chicago Tavern Pizza. It's supposed to resemble the way Donato's is made, if you're familiar with that brand. So I made the dough, Josh prepped all the sauces and toppings, and I loved how it came out, but he thinks we need to do another round and see if we can make it any better. And of course, we could not go through this process without the fire alarm going off, because that's just how it is.
I am cleaning out the room a little bit, the office, for the painters to come in today. I think they'll be doing a little bit of work the next couple of days, but I am so excited that I might be able to move some of the stuff into the office this weekend. We'll see. I don't want to get too excited. I still have to pick a green for the door, for the closet doors in here, and it's surprisingly hard because depending on what light people take photos of certain color, you know, it looks completely different, like completely. So I can't decide what is going to look good in this room. Oh, it's driving me crazy. But regardless, that's happening. And then any minute now, I should be getting a delivery of a bed for our loft apartment. So I am doing that. Josh is at the studio today. Unfortunately, we have a lot going on. And the reason I'm having painters is because I am also working. So hoping we can get everything done today. I feel like once I get past this morning, my day will kind of calm down a little bit. My backdrop doesn't arrive until Friday. So I'm hoping to have everything else ready to go so I can start filming the product video because I'm in the post-production phase of the course right now. So I'm ready to move on over and kind of get that product commercial working. But we got to deal with all this first. So let's do it. Okay, that delivered. That went super quick. Yeah, got it from West Elm, I think. So delivery is always, literally never had a problem. And painters arrive in about 5 minutes. They're just picking up paint right now, and morning is coming together.
Of course, I managed to catch myself in the least I'm too busy part of my entire day, but behind these bored expressions and snail's pace typing is a fair amount of thinking about everything that comes next. Like, how long does the paint need to dry? What should I bring up first? What can I bring up first? What else am I waiting on? I wonder if the desk delivery will happen sooner or later. I hope the screen goes with the chairs and the rug. Should I put up the curtain rod first? Will I need a stepladder? Crap, I meant to order a new one for this room. I hope I can.
It is hot. It's hard not to compare yourself to where you've been before. When you're out here and you feel like, this effort, I should be, the numbers should align in a different way. It's just harder. It's just harder. But there will be a time, I know, because there always is, when 2 miles in this garage will be nothing. Taking this one as a win because I got up and did it this morning. The feeling of being done and having accomplished it is the same. Like, thank God. Whew. So today I've been working on a revised storyboard for my product commercial, and I am running it terribly behind in the course, but we're in the post-production part of the course right now, meaning we're already supposed to have been shooting, and I did some test shots, so I'm not like that far behind, and I think once I establish what exactly I want the 6 shots to be, it'll kind of come together. The backdrop arrives today, and I got some of the lighting set up today. The room itself, it is a disaster because I had to move pretty much everything that was in the office into there. So I just went in there and spent a little while kind of moving things around and getting the lights set up. And I think once we get the backdrop in there, things will start rolling. But I never really did a ton of storyboarding when I was at my corporate creative job. We just didn't do them for smaller shoots. And I think in interviews, you don't typically do storyboards for, but larger shoots where we might have, hired a creative agency, we definitely would have had storyboards created to continue to sell that idea higher and show visually complex ideas. And so I have been working in kind of a analog format, I guess. I can't draw. It's a sorrow of my lifetime. But I should be taking a rudimentary class on it because I think storyboards I just love them. I love being able to visualize something, how it's going to play out. I think it has a huge impact on how things will come together in the end. It's a lot easier to sell an idea when you can be like, this is how it goes. I just wish I could draw a little bit better, and having some knowledge is helpful, but don't have enough. I did a sketch a couple of weeks ago about how I thought it would play out, and
I thought once I started putting the set together and buying some of the elements that it was a little too crowded and there was just a lot going on in the scene. And I thought, for my first foray into this, I might need to, minimize. I might need to simplify the shoot and see what all I can accomplish so I make the best looking commercial. So this is a scaled back version. But I still don't even have like the first shot. I don't know what I'm going to shoot first. But I want to open the can. I know I want to have a shot where liquid pours into glass. And I think I'm going to do a cool like rotating thing with some of the other pieces. I have some floral elements. And I think if I can make those go in kind of a circle, then I can have them all rotate in the shot as the drink is pouring into the ice. I learned so much in this course, but if you don't put those skills that you're trying to upskill yourself in to use, then what's the point? But it's also Friday, so if I don't get started on it until tomorrow, then that's just gonna have to be okay, because I respect a Friday. The store respects a Friday like nobody's but us, and we're only gonna do so much work. Before I take any more client work on, I want this stuff to kind of be in a good place, and we are getting there. Happy Friday. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next video.